Cold fronts versus warm fronts. Okay, so firstly, the top picture here is a side profile view of these two fronts. So imagine you're standing on the ground here, you're looking at a front, there's a cold front moving, there's a warm front moving. That is what the picture would look like. The second picture that I've drawn is, imagine you're in space and you're looking down at Earth, then you're going to see the side profile from the top. That's what the picture would look like. Okay, so let's jump in. What is a cold front? Simply put, a cold front is when cold air is catching up with warm air. And because cold air is more dense than warm air, what does it do? It starts to dig in below this warm air and actually starts to push the warm air up. So typically what you get in a cold front is really bad Charlie Bravo's cumulonimbus cloud that brings thunder, brings rain, hail, sometimes even really bad icing. That is a cold front. Cold air digging in below warm air. Then for a warm front, and you can see it's quite a steep gradient there as well. With a warm front, that is the line of a warm front. So you've got warm air over here and cold air over here. The warm air is moving, but it's not dense and thick enough to go in under the cold air. So what happens? It slides over the cold air over here, and that creates a warm front. Typical clouds that you get with a warm front, and this is important for the exams. Nimbostratus clouds, you typically get freezing rain and rain. Altostratus clouds and cirrostratus clouds, those are the typical cloud types associated with a warm front. Let's move to the picture over here. The reason why I've drawn these two black lines is you can now imagine if you're looking at this picture from the top, fronts, by the way, always are associated with a low pressure system, not a high pressure. That's important to remember. This picture is drawn for the southern hemisphere. You can see it's clockwise movement around the low pressure system here. And basically what this depicts, a blue line with shark teeth on it depicts a cold front. So you'll have your cold air over here, warm air over there, and this cold air is moving and catching up with this warm air, digging in below it, and that's the phenomena that you see there. So whatever you see on this black line, that Charlie Bravo, if you were to look at it from the top, that Charlie Bravo is sitting over here if you're looking at it from the top. Then with a warm front, it's just the warm air moving, catching up to the cold air. And what happens here, the warm air is sliding over this cold air. So typically these nimbostratus, altostratus, and cirrostratus cloud, you will see sitting over here from the top on the warm front. So to recap, cold front is cold air digging in below warm air. Warm front is warm air sliding over cold air. And make sure you understand the two different cloud types associated with each of these.